So this one, the instructions will be to solve, and it also says to graph the solution on a number line. I don't care too much about that right now, mostly because I forgot to tell you in class, but I'll show it here anyway. First thing that I'm going to do is write one case where the absolute value bars are just parentheses, greater than 2. And actually the parentheses don't even matter because there's nothing out in front to distribute, so we don't even need the parentheses. And then I can solve that. So I'll solve that in a little bit. But I'll do the other case, which is I make this, the inside of the absolute value, I make it negative. So I put a negative out in front. So it's negative quantity 3y plus 6 greater than 2. And then that's like a negative 1, and I can distribute that. And I'll just solve this one first. Negative 3y minus 6 greater than 2, add 6 over. Negative 3, I'm going to have to switch the sign because I'll eventually divide by that negative 3. So this is 8, and then divide by negative 3 here. That's when I have to switch the sign because I'm dividing by a negative. Remember, even if this number is negative, I mean, that doesn't even matter about flipping the sign. We need the number that we're dividing by to be negative. That's when we flip the sign. So it's important to be aware of that. And then we have just y less than negative 8/3. All right, so that's one of the answers. And then let's do this one. So here I have, well, I'll subtract 6 from both sides. And then I have 3y greater than negative 654. Negative 4. Okay, great. Now I can divide by 3. Here, see, this is exactly what I was talking about. What we're dividing by is the 3. We are dividing by 3. And it's positive. So we do not have to switch the sign. It doesn't matter that this is negative. We're dividing by 3, and that's a positive 3. So we only have to flip the sign when we're multiplying or dividing by a negative. It doesn't matter what we're dividing, it's what we're dividing by. Hopefully that makes sense. Y greater than negative 4/3. As a decimal, just so I can write it on the number line and understand it a little bit better, you can write it like this as well if you want. I think negative 4/3 is negative 1.3 repeating, maybe. And then this one is y less than negative 2.3 repeating, I think. So if I graph this on a number line, here's my 0, negative 2.3, and then negative 1, negative 2, negative 2.3 maybe right there. I'll just say negative 2.3. Oops. We're saying it's less than negative 2.3. So instead of having a closed circle, I have an open circle. And that's what for. So negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. And then this one goes negative 1.3, so negative 1 and a little bit more. Also an open circle. For this or this, we use an open circle, and then for less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, we use a closed circle. So here we have it. This one is negative 1.3, and we're saying greater than. Greater means bigger, so that's to the right. So we'll shade to the right side of that one. And then y less than negative 2.3, so then that's shaded to the left. So any y value that's falls in the shaded region, that's those numbers will work in our absolute value inequality. And there you have it. There's the graph as well. So I should put a box around that. All right, that's it.